This is our editor, Maxime. Since he joined our team, he's always wanted to win Best in Show for his Warhammer 40k armies. So, in this video, Lucas and I will be coaching him for 3 months to push him through all of his plateaus, crush his current limits, guide him all the way from planning an army and choosing the scheme all the way up to painting and doing the final touches, and giving him feedback throughout the entire process to hopefully once and for all help him bring down that trophy that everyone wants. Best in Show.
This goes against everything I stand for.
Leaving.
I thought it was gonna...
Does the gold look like shit?
No, the
And the winner for Best in Show is...
Okay, so Maxime, he moved here 3 years ago, all the way from France, to be our editor. And he's improved a lot over the last couple of years as a painter. However, every tournament that he's entered, he's either not finished the army in time, so he's entered with half-finished minis, or he's finished an army
that looks like shit.
Or he just stressed finished an army so that it doesn't look amazing.
What?
And he's always been a bit disappointed because he's always wanted to win a Best in Show.
I'm a bit sad I didn't win though. You got 62 votes. I got 8.
Thankfully, Lucas, you and I both have won the Best in Show.
Yeah.
However, it is not gonna be easy.
Heck, even I can't win anymore.
No, because over the past couple of years, Lucas have entered 4 times and only managed to snag first place once. And these have been really good looking armies. Look at my orc with the dragons. This one came in 2nd place. So you really need to bring something unique to be able to crack the 1st place. But we like a challenge, so let's bring in Maxime and see what we can do.
Get your French ass here!
You're sitting on a fucking pillow.
I am.
Whoever edits this video include that in Okay, Maxime. Are you ready to paint an army?
I don't know if I am. The time period is kind of a crutch.
Yeah, it's like 2 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah.
But we had a bit of discussion off camera, and we came to the conclusion that we need an army that you can paint somewhat fast.
Yes.
So we can't do like AdMech or freaking
Thousand Sons.
Yeah,
no Empress Children.
No. Lucas and I, we decided for you that you're gonna paint Slanesh demons.
Yeah.
Because I think you can paint those quite quickly because they don't have a ridiculous amount of details, but the sculpts are still amazing.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a good army for you to paint.
I think so. I love the skin. And everything looks pretty smooth to paint and there's not too much detail.
Since the level of Fanatic has like skyrocketed, we need to have a cool concept before we get started.
Yeah.
What we would like you to do now is kind of sit down, sketch out your idea that you want to have, and then maybe in like 1 or 2 days we sit down and kind of discuss what we think of your idea and maybe if we need to make adjustment to it.
Okay. I might have a few ideas.
Let's see what we can do.
All right. To save some time, my plan is to focus on building 4 large monsters for the army. Because I need to make the army unique, all 4 of these are going to get reposed and converted. And with 2 days of work, planning, and sketching, it was time for a meeting with the big boys.
You still have the pillow on your chair, Maxime?
No, no more.
Lucas. So, Maxime, what's your ideas?
So, I've been staying after work a few evenings, trying to cook something up.
Yeah.
I figure with Lucas's army is that you have one main centerpiece that's really big and holding the banner. Now, in my army, there's going to be 3 essentially keeper of secrets that are going to be kind of fighting for attention.
Yeah.
So I don't want one to look absolutely amazing and the other 2 just
static,
regular pose, just.
I really like the idea of having 2 seekers on the base. Because if you imagine how I built the scene for my Lionel Johnson, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. frame
It's more to paint, but it's one of those pieces that could benefit from spending a bit more time on it. Yeah.
On the body of the Seekers, because of course you need more. I want to have bags of blood letters.
No, skip those.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Skip
though.
the bags of blood letters.
If it's more stuff that takes like focus, but doesn't like add like uniqueness, it's just gonna take a lot extra time. Like,
The third one, maybe more like the first ones, and I'm.
I just okay.
So
this goes against everything I stand for. Just keep this in mind. Wouldn't it be fucking lit if she just fucking ripped apart like a massive demon or something? Just blood going everywhere. You who glue one entire bottle.
Maxime, I think it's easier than you think. That's gonna make like the theme of the army really stand out. I mean, we have a plan, Maxime. You're gonna have to get started with building
right now.
'Cause you have a lot of building to do.
Having a clearer vision for the army gave me a ton of relief. But on the other hand, I'm gonna have to add a lot of details and harder techniques which I've never messed with before. But that's where the help of Lucas and Emil is going to come in handy.
Yeah, you really have to trust us, Maxime.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I guess we're committing. And while I'm building these minis, I just want to talk a little bit about our sponsor, Squarespace. It's the year 2025, and it's never been more unreliable than it is today to base your entire business on social medias only. Now, with the help of this week's sponsor, Squarespace, you'll have a much better time displaying your hobby, side hustle, personal projects online. Thanks to their decades worth of knowledge, and combining that with their brand new AI system, you can design a whole website with Squarespace holding your hand, and you do not need any previous knowledge of programming, web designing, or whatever else. Just take a look at a gorgeous website that we just revamped recently. I think it's just so mint and so smooth. I love it. It's now your turn to try it out for free, following the link in the video description, or if you go on squarespace.com. Take a month, make that website look awesome, and when you're ready to launch, head to squarespace.com/Squidmar and enter the code Squidmar to get 10% off on your entire purchase of a website and domain. Now let's get back to converting.
And with that, Maxime was ready to start converting his army, building kits, cutting apart demons, and adding sculpting putties.
So, remember when I said this? The time period is kind of a crutch.
It's like 2 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah. It turns out, right after finishing my last model, came the holidays, where I had to move back in France without my models, making me unable to work on this army. And then, we went to Las Vegas to record another video. And then, I had some health problems for the next 2 weeks. This just made this army project insanely more complicated and so much more stressful. So I decided to remove 10 of my demonites and fiends, which take a ridiculous amount of time to paint, and replace it with a singular big mini. So what if I just fill up the biggest monster I can have around in my list, which would be Belacor. I don't want to buy Belacor, but I had this laying around. So he's a tiny little snippet smaller.
The wings
He's
are kind of
not
tiny.
that far off.
Yeah,
but I think if you just build a really majestic base for him, Maxime, it's fine. You should do it.
Yeah. Fuck it, at this point. There were a ton of work to make the base look awesome. 2 full evenings of work just to pose and build the base up. I am starting to regret my decision, but there's no denying it's gonna look sick.
And with the 4 main monsters done, Maxime was finally ready to push on with the rest of the remaining bases.
So I'm finally done building all my minis. Here's a little reveal.
All 4 main pieces look freaking lit, and Maxime is now finally ready to start test painting a couple of minis to find a good color scheme.
How are you doing, Maxime?
I feel like I don't have any time. It's just I have this imposter syndrome and I forgot everything about painting all of a sudden. I can't seem to finish my test model.
Yeah, I would paint it this with a darker skin tone, and then instead of having bright on the gloss, so it doesn't read the same color as the skin.
Isn't it gonna be?
With this one, you're gonna win. This one, you're gonna come in second.
You think so? So, let's be honest for a minute. I'm getting super stressed. I've got about a week and a half to finish everything I have to do. I don't know how realistic this is gonna be. So tomorrow, it just so happens that they're making a 24-hour challenge, painting their armies, finishing their project. And I'm gonna try and see if I can sneak in for the whole 24 hours and try to finish my own projects. So, I've got about 40 miniatures to finish, but I'm gonna do the best of my abilities. For the next 24 hours, I'm gonna go full on and pile through it. There's no other way to do it. I'm quite excited, but I'm very stressed, if I'm gonna be honest. Let's keep going. Okay, Lucas. 24 hours. It starts now. Let's get at it.
I don't wanna.
Pretty good.
Grab it, going gently like this, and make sure that every one of these. When you do these, you make sure that they are completely like probably off-white. You go in with these with the brush, go 2 layers of white on everything. With these with the brush, go 2 layers of white with the brush. You did it with an airbrush. You told him.
I did.
Don't do it with the airbrush, Maxime. You
But
need
it was
to be
gonna
clean.
it's gonna take forever.
You need to make it
get
look
the
good,
cleans.
not quick.
I was thinking if I clean up with the green, since it's only just ever so slightly the top,
But you do you, man.
I don't want to do this anymore. So the problem is that I've got an overspray of the white. To try and fix the overspray of the white, I'm gonna try and see if I can clean it up with the brush with the green, just around the edges where the overspray has been, instead of redoing the entire thing.
I think this is gonna work.
Once the marble of the bases was painted white and cleaned, it was time to add the typical effect that marble is recognized by. To do that, I used a tutorial from our previous video, painting Henry Cavill's Dream Army. Fortunately, solely due to the good guidance of my 2 masters, I managed to fuck up my bases once more. I sprayed the bases white with black marble effect, whereas in the guide, you were supposed to spray black and have white details. This not only darkened my bases, but also dulled down the entire army. To fix this, I had to do another coat of white spray details over the already sprayed bases. A pretty quick fix, but that led to a lot of panic. Holy shit, it's 3:30.
What have you done, Maxime? You've barely started.
What have I done for 6 hours?
I don't know, what the fuck are you doing?
I've been fighting with Emil, that's why. About the recipe.
I haven't done anything.
We dinner break at 9 and we're back at it. After the inky spray of purple and sepia, the final step of the bases is going to be an edge highlight of the light flesh of the marble parts to make them pop.
Maxime, you did this.
I did! What do you think?
It's starting to look good.
I know.
I feel happy and I can be positive. Look at him go.
That's the first time I've heard positive words in this entire challenge. But it feels good.
No, but it's about also we are trying to push you.
You have.
And
You've
now
pushed
it's
me,
looking.
indeed. You've
it's
pushed me to my
looking
limits. Yeah, I'm much more positive about all this. After that, base got some minis. I'm a bit stressed still.
But you can hear his voice. It's shaking because he's killing himself right now.
Okay, it's currently 10 a.m. No, p.m. I'm feeling much better about doing all those bases. I feel like I've done a huge progress and it's a big win that I needed. But now I can get on to painting the miniatures and I'm already happy about what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the night. So, let's go back to it, let's get at it, and let's paint some Slanesh.
Past midnight now. I've been painting for since 8 because I'm gonna come in and work tomorrow as well. These guys are gonna get the day off tomorrow. But I'm out of here because I'm not making a 24 hours video. I know they want me here, but I'm saying fuck you and leaving. Oh, fuck yes. Right in my fucking eye.
I thought it was gonna...
What? As if I was fucking trying to kill me.
The hell? Looks good, Maxime. How did you manage to do this?
I'm also very surprised.
Now you just have like, what, 200 other minis to finish?
Alright. Hi! It's currently 4. I don't feel so strong-minded so far, but I'm so happy because I finished 2 minis. I'd like to paint one of the big guys, but I don't know if I have it in me. We'll see. 4 a.m., 3 hours, 5 hours left.
As the morning came closer, Maxime had been painting for a whole freaking 24 hours and painted as much as he humanly could. But now it was finally time for him to get some rest.
I am exhausted. It's light outside. It's 8 a.m. I feel like for my first 24 hours, I've been doing pretty well. So, yes, I've been spending 11 hours on bases. But considering the bases are so important to this army, it's like painting a secondary character. Without the bases, the army wouldn't look nearly as interesting. I've been putting base coats on everything in my army. Everything has been base coated to playable minimum. So at least this is a real safe point, and I can just edge highlight no matter where I am, no matter what I want. Just spend a few hours here and there. Next week I'll have the full week to just paint on them. I'm very positive that I can turn it into something very good. Now it's time for the sleeping. Give me this.
After the 24-hour marathon, Maxime got some rest over the weekend and came back ready to rock. The main problem, however, there's only about 5 days left and the army is far from finished.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I painted a bit this weekend. Finished a whole unit of themes right here. My little agenda for the week now is gonna be to paint 3 Keeper of Secrets, Bellacore, 26 demonates, plus the horses.
You've got plenty of time, Maxime. What do you mean? It's like 4 days to paint an army.
I think it's doable. Just gonna push through it. And with that many done, I was very excited to rush over to Emil and Lucas for some positive feedback.
As a whole, Maxime, I think there are things that you have started to do now that is starting to look really good. The highlight on the gray skin looks nice. The sword looks amazing. It's just like it's very cleanly highlighted. It's clean application. It does feel a little bit separated from the other stuff. This feels unhighlighted. Cool. It doesn't quite blend together in terms of level of the paint. Like it's been a dry brush. You can tell that you're getting a little bit tired. Definitely feels like it's been very rushed. It kind of still feels a bit rushed, like the paint job on it.
My heart.
I think for me it's the like claws and stuff. Like, why did you paint this one true metallic metal?
I didn't want to paint it. It was 4 a.m.
But then it's better to not do it. Like immediately it's finished. Looks kind of messy. There's so much black going. I had a tough time competing for a win. Everything worries us right now, Maxime.
Yeah. What would happen if you won't win, Maxime?
I'll quit.
You'll move back to France.
That was probably the lowest point of this entire challenge. The crushing weight of doubt was unbearable. Visualizing the week to come was very challenging, as I was getting overwhelmed by my backlog to finish. But I got back to work. The leftover minis were as following: 1 Bellacore, 3 Keeper of Secrets, 26 minutes, and 5 Seekers. Thankfully, due to a recent balance patch in 40k, my list became too big for playing, so I had to remove 1 unit, and I chose the Seekers to save some time. Okay, so yesterday I was a little slow. Now we're Tuesday, the second day of my last week on Earth before I die of stress. I've been a little more productive. I finally managed to finish 2 of the big monsters, of the 4 big monsters. Big boy over here.
Why aren't you done, Maxime?
And now 3 out of 4 are done, which means that if I finish this one tonight and stay a few hours more work, I'll be back on schedule, which is a really good news, but still stressful. So we'll get back into it and keep you updated.
So yesterday, I feel like we were kind of harsh on Maxime.
Hey, who told me to paint the fucking metal black?
Does the gold look like shit?
No, the gold.
I think partially because we were also stressed for him to be unable to finish the whole thing. So I stayed like 30-40 minutes after work and kind of showed him a few techniques that could save him some time, especially on like the cloaks and the fabric. After I showed him in like 2-3 hours, he smashed through pretty much the remaining stuff on 2 full minis, the 2 of the keepers. So hopefully that will help him like save a lot of time, and with the last 2 ones, he'll be able to save even more time because then he's gonna do the right thing from the get-go. He's been really working hard, so I really root for him to finish this in time. Good luck, Maxime.
Okay, so it's the end of day 2. I'm pretty happy with this day, to be honest. I got 3 Keeper of Secrets-ish done. That's alright, to be honest. Let's recap. So we got 21 miniatures, essentially demonettes and characters. That's the only thing we have left. And a shit ton of retouches. We're looking pretty good on time. Still gonna have to put up the long days and after work sessions. Alright, let's get it. See you tomorrow.
I don't know why it took you freaking 4 minutes to get one good in no time. I don't know how did you do this, Maxime? No, seriously, the last one looks really good. I mean, you painted this one faster than you did the other minis, and it still looks better. Good for you. Now you just need to paint all the demonettes. Just 20 in 2 days. You can do it. You can do it, Maxime. Yippee! I think it looks really good now. You're almost done. It's 1.5 hours left. I'm pushing him to do a little bit more work on the bases.
Yeah. I really think this is what this whole opportunity is about. Is just them pushing me to do every last bit of detail, whereas I would usually just skip them because fuck it. You know how hard it is to set up everything. I know, and you're looking at it and it's done, and then you're like, no, a little bit more.
Yeah, you can do it.
But I'm hyped. Yes.
Let's go.
Maxime's army just turned out beautiful and he's getting ready for the tournament. But if you want to paint like Maxime did in this video, quite fascinatingly, all the paints he used are part of the Squidmar paint sets that we released together with Vallejo. So if you want to follow the tutorials that we do or paint minis like we do in these videos, make sure to check out our paint sets in the link down below.
You have a beautiful looking army. You are not so beautiful. What do you think your odds are for winning Best in Show?
No, I don't know. Every year the competition is different. There's more and more people coming up with even crazier armies and crazier effects. But I'm pretty positive. I put a lot of hard work into it. I want to say about 80%. And I'm gonna settle on this. Cut to me losing my dignity. Seeing the army on the tabletop made me so proud. And I can safely say that all of this hard work was worth it just for this one feeling. The games themselves, they were atrocious for my horrible army though.
After being tabled 4 games in a row, Maxime was handed a ticket letting him know that he was nominated for Best in Show, and thus the game was on.
And the competition was really insane. I got so nervous all of a sudden. All the other armies looked freaking amazing. But as the votes came in one by one, it was finally time for the result.
And the winner for Best in Show is...
Maxime David.
I was so thrilled to win this competition after all this hard work. The reward is way beyond my expectations, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of this challenge. This army broke me, but also refilled my love for army painting tenfold. Emil just told me if this video reaches 20,000 likes, he'll let me do another one. Come on, we can do this. Thank you so much to all of our Patreons and our top donors. You guys really keep the wheels turning. And without all of you, all of this wouldn't be possible. Also thanks to this week's sponsor, Squarespace. Bye bye, have a good one.